everybody, and welcome to my very first plan with me for Planning with Penguins. My name is Teresa. Some of you have been following me on YouTube, and I am doing this very first plan with me, and I'm kind of nervous, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to be doing the Easter week for next week. So that's what I'm doing, and this is what my pre-plan looks like right here. So this is how I pre-plan my weeks. I use a sheet I got from Target from the one spot, and I sort of fill everything in, and that way I don't have to pull off the sticky notes and I have it all in one piece. So I can get my ruler over here. And so I'm going to set that off to the side. So this is what the week looks like on its own, just here, basic. So I want to go through what I'm going to be using today sticker-wise. So first of all, the main kit I'm using is from Popsicle Studio. So let me get those. I have some other shops I'm doing add-ons from, but the main shop is Popsicle Studio. So this is Popsicle Studio's Easter kit, sort of the weekly like sampler thing, half boxes and headers, and then full boxes and a couple little washi strips, so I'm using those. I'm also using the samplers she sent me for movie night, and these blue ombre sort of heart flags, checklist flags to use with it. In addition to that, I am using from Farye Plans. She does printables. I'm using, if you've watched my other videos, my printable headers that I had her make. I'm using the rainbow set because they go best with this kit. And then there's some add-ons. So from Hello Stationery Co, I'm using the cat litter box stickers. From Libbie Co, I'm using her sampler of Think Spring stuff, her deco sampler. From Sweet Kawaii Design, I'm using my March Itty Bitty Celebrate stickers, these two, because they fall during this week. Also from Sweet Kawaii Designs, I'm using my weather stickers I got out of the Sweet Treats kit, so these. From Boulderbon, I'm going to see how well they go, so I'm going to try to use these date covers right here. And then, I don't know where these are from. These are just little dots that I'm going to use because they're sort of Easter style, or maybe use them, I'm really not sure. I do have some sort of deco stickers to use as well that come from several different places. So first off is going to be, I've got Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman stickers to use for Friday, because on Friday Batman v Superman comes out and I want to decorate that as little add-ons. Also on Saturday, I watch My Little Pony. These are old school My Little Pony, not the new ones. I don't have new ones, but I'm going to use these because the new season 6, starts with 2 episodes. And then I've got a bunch of Easter. I don't know what I'm going to use, but I've got an Easter egg book, I've got an Easter garden book, I have an Easter Outback book, probably using this one for sure, and the eggs, Easter Sunday, and then this from Target. So I've definitely got some deco to work with for the Easter week. So, but that's all later. Later. And then there's one other thing I am thinking about doing. I'm not 100% yet on if I'm going to do it or not. But I have a coil clip, one of the Erin Condren coil clips, and I have this Erin Condren postcard that was given to me. This is Keep Your Head Up, Keep Your Heart Strong. This is my week back to school from spring break, so I thought this would be good on a coil clip just to clip in for me to see every day when I go in my planner. So let's get started here. Since it's an Easter spread, I've been trying to figure out what washi I'm going to use. I got a bunch of glitter, I got some new ones, and I'm just sort of up in the air on what I want to do as far as that goes. So just to show y'all what I've kind of pulled out, I have all these glitter ones. I'm, again, not really sure exactly which ones I'm going to use, but I have them all prepped and ready. I also have these pulled out and I thought would go good with Easter colors. Still not sure what I'm doing here. I've got these, and then I have these thin colored washi again. Not exactly sure yet, so we're just gonna see how this goes. So the thing that's calling out to me the most right now is going to be this one right here. Just because it's sort of Easter egg style. It's got a lot of the colors that are in the kit, so I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to lay this one on the bottom part here. So let's get started. And I am going to talk through it, but I'm probably going to speed this up a little bit. And again, this is my first plan with me ever, so if I mess up and all that, then it's just the way that it goes, because I've never done one before. I usually just plan on my own, just kind of sitting here watching Netflix. So never really done it for a video before. Also, my washi tearing skills are not the best, just FYI. Like, they really aren't the best. So, alright, so let's go ahead and fold this in half. I always find it's easier to do the bottom washi on this side because I'm right-handed if I fold it, so. And it's usually why this side is not torn as well, because I have to use my left hand. So, okay, so there we go. So there is that. Okay, so what I usually put down here are extra work schedules. So I usually leave this area blank, but I think this week I'm not going to. I think I'm going to maybe, I'm not sure yet. So, alright, I really, really, really like this purple thin washi, so I'm going to use that. And I normally separate my weekend, so I'm going to use that to separate the weekend from the rest of the week here. I'm not exactly sure why I do that. I saw someone do it in a plan with me and it just sort of stuck. And I'm sorry about the howling noise, and also cat noise. But the howling noise you're hearing outside is because I live in an apartment where the wind whips around and it actually makes that noise as it goes around the building. Okay, so I know I for sure want to use glitter, so, because I just got it. I'm not really sure where I want to put it. Maybe I'll put it here on this side bar over here. I'm not sure. So I'm going to hang on to that idea really quick. Alright, let's go ahead and lay down some headers really quick. So my headers for this week. So I have these, my printables, and then I have the ones in the kit. So let me get that page. This one, the kit came with to-do headers, so I'm not going to use the to-dos out of my printables kit. So let's see. So I do blogs and podcasts and all that stuff, but I've been finding it really good to give myself at least like one like a to-do list every day for just like basic stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay those down here on top. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and I'm just gonna kind of like, I'm not doing any particular color order. Okay, so there are the today headers. Now we need to do the, so first I'm going to get the schedule sticker. So I need to get down the ones for my husband's schedule that we have going on. I have this blue one I know I for sure want to use. When we get our schedule, so we don't really know. But for me, I am actually working on Monday, working my extra job that I've got. So to take care of that, I am going to use a work sticker from the Pink Popsicle kit here. Maybe the teal one. And since I have the washi down, I'm just going to put it right above it. And then I'm going to use a label for me. And I don't have any yellow yet, so I'll use yellow for myself. Maybe not. This yellow one I didn't cut off part of it, so I'll use this light blue one. Somewhere I have one cut. Yes, over here. I'm getting little printable sticker stuff all over me. Alright. Oh, I used light blue for him. Ha ha. Okay, forget it. I'm using purple. Purple's my favorite color anyway, so I can be purple. Now, as you can see, didn't lay that one on straight. But the great thing about matte stickers, and this is going to be a combination of glossy and matte, is that they are repositionable. That's the best part. Okie dokie. So now, let's see here. Let's get some full boxes in here. So Friday is actually a school holiday, so that's nice. So I'm going to kind of mark that with a full box here. You know what? I'm actually going to cover the green. Now I'm going to move it down just into the box here. And then, let's see, I'm going to use maybe this flower one also to cover up the rest of the day. Or actually like this part of the day. And leave a little bit underneath just in case there's something I want to put there. Alright. And, oh yeah, I am actually working Friday as well. So I'm going to use that blue one I had originally planned to use for me. And I'm going to put it right below this full box. And then take another one of these work stickers, probably the kind of pastel peach one. And I'm not going to put it like right up against the others because there's a little bit of extra space, so you'll be able to see some of the dots in between. So there is that. Alright, so on the todays we need some checklists. So I'm going to go ahead and lay those down really quick, and I'll speed it up through here so that you guys, this video won't be forever and a day long. we got our checklist down. So now, let's see, full boxes over here. Easter Sunday is right here, so naturally Happy Easter is gonna need to go over here. The Happy Easter full box. I know I'm not working, so I already know that. And I know I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna hang out with family, so I'm gonna do Happy Easter, and I'm gonna do the Easter egg full box. Now the header space is still open, so I'm going to take some of these little thin washi type deals and I'm going to put them over the header spot and just on top of the full boxes here. We'll use the, let's use the flower one over here. Kind of ties that peach in that I'm using at the top. Alright, so there's Sunday, Easter Sunday. Okay, so I need to cover Thankful Thought, but I never really know how I want to cover Thankful Thought, so I'm going to leave that for now. So let's go back and look and see what I've got going on here. I don't really have a ton. I've got TV shows and all that stuff, but I know I need to put down my podcasting stuff, so let me get those. Let's see, so for my podcast, let's see, I'm going to grab the hot pink one for, let's see, I'm recording on Tuesday, so, and I do have some stuff I need to do for that podcast actually, so I'm going to grab one of the little heart checklists, this one right here. I'm going to line that one up first here on Tuesday with the tail ends touching the washi, just so that I know how tall it needs to be, and then I'm going to put the podcast header there. Alright, and then I know I have some blog stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to mark off blogs for every day, so that way I definitely got them taken care of. I really haven't been doing as much of my blogging as I need to, so that's important. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this one right here. I don't think this space is going to be big enough for this heart checklist, little heart flag list that I have. So I'm just going to, it might be big enough for a half box, so that would be cool. Maybe like this floral one right here. It's not big enough. So you know what I'm going to do, since this blog one is repositionable, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up because I do want to use this half box. So I'm going to lay this half box down and then put the blogging header right on, oh, crooked, but on top of it. Let me see if I can get that off here. This is what I like about repositionable stickers. If I mess up and do it crooked, I can always put it back. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, what other days am I podcasting? Wednesday as well. I won't have as much to do for that one, so I'll have a little bit to do, but not quite as much. So I'm going to just pull off the label here, and I'm going to use one of the half boxes, this one with the blue dots on it, and I'm just going to put that down here at the bottom with a blue podcast header. There we go. And then I wanted to put space for blogs for every day this week, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that really quick. Here I'm going to put down some blog headers for all of the blogs, and I'm actually going to go ahead and use the heart checklist for some of them. So let me do that really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so there is that. Friday's Good Friday, so I'm going to take a little bit off from blogs. So I'm going to go on these days. You know what? I do actually need one for that day. We'll use this for Saturday. We'll use a yellow one. And I'm going to put it right over this header because I messed it up and I didn't cut off the extra white. So, and the yellow is kind of hard to see anyway, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to liven that up a little bit with one of the half boxes. Oh, you know what? Change my mind. I'm going to use a full box, and I'm going to use the blue dots. So we'll do that right there. Alright, and it looks a little bit off because the cutting on that one is just a little bit off. And then I'm going to use one of the ombre checklists from her sampler because I'm actually going to have quite a bit of time on Saturday before I go to work. So I'm going to put that there, give myself some tasks to do on Saturday with my blogging. Alright, so all the blogging and the podcasting is completely done. Now, I have 4 half boxes left. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to lay these down and give myself some stuff to do for my direct sales business. I want to make sure I'm doing at least one thing for my direct sales business every day up until Good Friday. So I'm going to lay those down here, and I actually have direct sales headers that were made for me specifically because of the things that I do. So we'll get those on there. Okay, so I have my direct sales headers down. They're finished. And I decided while I was doing that I was going to go ahead and put some washi along the bottom underneath the work schedule stuff. And it's purely because this particular orange has a really good pattern to it that will allow for me to write on top of it and still be able to see it. And on top of that, and I actually have to take these off, I think, because I'm going to layer, so just set these over here for now. It'll be cool underneath just to kind of continue the theme. And I really like this orange one. I've really gotten into the color orange lately, and I blame Star Wars The Force Awakens for that and their little orange droid. So I'm just like barely covering the washi that's on top there. Just barely. And then I'm going to try my amazing washi tearing skills. Not really that straight. And then putting these guys back down on top of it. And I'm still lining these up with the edge of the dot washi that I used at first. So that way they're still in line with the bottom of that. But now it's not blank anymore. So I'll move these up for a second. And did I mention how much I love repositionable stickers for stuff like this when you change your mind? I'm going to go ahead and try and do this just leaving it flat for you guys and just covering it a little bit. I think I'm covering too much here actually because there's too much white showing on the bottom of the page. Alright, there we go. I am not an expert washier, but it looks good for me, so good enough. Good enough. And I squished my label. Alright, so then I'm going to put the labels back down for my husband's work schedule. Alright, there we go. Cool. Yeah, I like that a lot better. So now I'm going to go ahead and see what these date covers will look like. They're kind of pastel, but I want to use them, and they have like little eggs on them, so I figured this would be when I could do that. So they don't go, oh, they go fine. They go fine. They're kind of hard to work with. So I wouldn't mind writing in here. I'm just going to see what it looks like. I'm going to take a purple fine tip Sharpie, and this would be the 26th, and this would be the 27th. And you know what? I actually like the way that looks a lot better, so I'm just going to leave them for now, but probably to finish out the spread, I'm going to take those numbers off because I like the way the written looks better, so I will change that. And then, okay, so we've got pretty much most of this done. Obviously, I have some open spots here and here, and I'll have to figure out what I'm doing with that. But at the very least, I'm going to put another full box in here because I want to get my weekend banner down. And then I'm going to use the coordinating washi and go right underneath that flag so that I don't cover up the tails too much. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my weekend banner now. And I'm going to put it right here. Too far over. But the problem is that they're glossy, and I know I'm going to pull up some sticker print. I kind of like the weekend banners, oh man, that are more straight because I don't mess them up as much, so it's a little crooked, but that's okay. I am going to go ahead and put my plan one in. I'm going to put it right here on Sunday because that is something I definitely need to do on Sunday. And then let's see, so I want to use up this stuff, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just get these full boxes off of the sheet here. Let's move this stuff over. And I think I'm going to use the florals to cover up the Thankful Thought box. Let me see if I can get this lined up right at the top of the page. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to put this one directly under it. I did something last week that I really liked, which was I doubled some boxes, and then I kind of put something over it in the middle. So, and then I'm going to take this rainbow washi and cover up that green header bar. Let's see. I'm going to use this hot pink label, like appointment label guy, right underneath it. And I'm going to label this goals for this week because I've been wanting to give myself some goals throughout every week. And just little personal goals, nothing crazy. And I'm going to put some flags here to use up the sampler that she gave me and to just kind of jazz up what's left on this sidebar. In keeping with the blue theme, I'm going to use this little one, and the whole thing's not going to fit, so I'm just going to bend it up a little bit and cut it right at the bottom of that heart. There we go. Alright, moving on to icons. Let's see, I have TV shows written down. I've got TV shows on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I don't have that many TV stickers, so I have one. and it's purple. So I'm going to put it over here on Saturday. Actually, no, I'm going to use pony sticker for that. Let's see. So for TV shows, so Dancing with the Stars is coming back. So I'm actually going to utilize this green header bar and put that there. And my Tuesday show is New Girl. So I'm actually going to use this phone icon because if you've ever seen New Girl, Jess has this crazy phone, just a character on it, and I'm going to use the header bar for that. Let's see, Thursday is Grey's Anatomy. So I'm looking at these icons trying to see what I can use for Grey's, and then I have Star Wars and some other stuff. So I don't think I have a good one that I could use for Grey's. Darn, that was a really cool idea there for a second. So I think I will just use then some teardrops that I have. I'll use a blue one for Grey's Anatomy on Thursday and use the green header bar again. And Wednesday, I'm actually going to use this washi for the TV shows that I have coming up, and I'm going to use the teal. No, I used teal next to it, so we'll use the yellow teardrop. If I can get it off. Having some issues getting it off here. Use the yellow teardrop to mark TV shows for Wednesday. So there's all my TV shows except for Saturday. And then I think I have everything on my sheet actually, except for just, writing it in. Now we've got to do movie night. So Friday is the big, release for Batman v Superman. I haven't been really that excited about it, but it is a geek movie, and it is coming out. So I'm going to put this little popcorn icon, the movie night, and then use the movie camera all right here to indicate the movie that's coming out. And I will decorate that in a minute. I'm going to make sure I have everything down before I go into deco stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with this open spot here on Thursday. I didn't really save anything for it. So I am going to put a orange heart checklist because you just never really know. So I'm going to put an orange heart checklist. I'm going to grab a teal today sticker. And I'm going teal today header. And I'm going to put that down. And that gives me a spot to fill in some stuff if there's anything that I need to fill in. And then we'll take the payday flag, and it's going to be a little bit off center, but I'm going to line it up here underneath the to-do list off to the side, just so I have some room to write on that top bullet point, because I can write pretty tiny. So there is that. Okay, so now it's time for some deco. So let's get that out of the way. And let's get movie stuff first. So Batman is kind of my favorite from Batman or Superman and all that stuff. Batman is going to be the fave. So I am going to kind of Batman this up. I need to leave a little bit of room to write. But Wonder Woman is in this. So she is gonna get featured here as well. I'm gonna take my Superman logo and I'm actually going to put it underneath the TV because I have Supergirl as well as Dancing with the Stars on Monday. So there are those guys. Now I mentioned My Little Pony is coming back on Saturday, which is why I didn't use a teardrop over there, because I'm gonna grab one of these awesome pony stickers and I'm gonna put this here. My Little Pony is one of my favorite shows ever. So ponies, that's going right there to remind me, and then I'm gonna write it right there. And then let's see here, cat litter box and celebrate days. So cat litter box changing out, I need to do, let's see, what day would be good to do that? Probably Wednesday this week. I'm gonna use a pink one this time around, and I'm actually gonna put that here just to remind me. Wednesday would be good this week. And then let's see, March 21st, which is Monday, is Fragrance Day. So we'll put that one right there in that blank space. And then the 25th, which is Good Friday, is actually Waffle Day. So Waffle Day can go down here and hang out with Batman. Right down here. Ta-da! Alright, so there are those used. And then, let's see, I do need to figure out what the weather is going to be, because I've really been enjoying using the weather stickers from Sweet Kawaii Design. So let's do that. Okay, there are those. Alrighty, now it's really just time to fill in with stickers. So I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Y'all can just watch me kind of decorate my planner with some awesome stickers. Alright guys, so I have all of the deco stickos done. I decided to not do a quote and I used this really cute koala bear. So it looks like everything is pretty much done here. All I have to do is actually fill it in with everything. So I'm going to do that later and I'll take a picture and post that on my Instagram. But as you can see, I kind of decoed up around my plan sticker for Easter Sunday. I left room to fill in everything that I need to fill in. I could probably put a little bit more deco right here. I kind of forgot about that space, but overall, I've used everything I think I really wanted to use. I just didn't use as many deco stickers as I thought I would. So I'll link all of the all the shops that I used down in the bottom, as well as my link to get your free Erin Condren. I really thought I was going to use some glitter washi. I didn't. Which kind of surprised me, but you know, it is what it is when it comes through with planning and just trying to figure out what you want to do. So I guess I will see you guys around. I am going to do a plan with me for my April month spread, and I will have that up for you guys sometime this week. So this is what I have for you, and then look on Instagram after this video is posted to see the final once I filled it in with the pen. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye!